Sometimes life does not break us loudly. It does not crash. It does not warn us. It simply becomes heavy and very, very quiet. And in that silence, a small light waits to be found. This is the story of Daniel Carter from the small town of Willow Creek. Daniel was not a weak man. He worked hard. He owned a tiny grocery store near Maple Street. Nothing fancy, just bread, tea, milk, and small candies for children. For years it was enough. Then a large supermarket opened near the highway. Customers slowly disappeared. Bills began to grow. Debt followed quietly behind. At the same time, his wife, Emily Carter, fell ill. Medical costs added pressure. Sleep left his eyes. One evening, Daniel locked his shop for the last time. He stood outside under the streetlight. The town was peaceful, but inside him, everything felt broken. The next morning before sunrise, Daniel walked toward Lake Harmony. Near the water stood an old oak tree. People in Willow Creek called it the Silent Tree. Daniel sat beneath it. For the first time in weeks, he allowed himself to breathe slowly. An elderly man named Mr. Lewis approached. He was known in town for his calm wisdom. "You look tired," Mr. Lewis said gently. Daniel did not pretend. He shared everything: the store, the debt, Emily's sickness, the fear of failure. Mr. Lewis listened carefully. Then he pointed toward a small lantern hanging from the tree branch. "Do you see that?" he asked. Daniel nodded. "A lantern does not fight the darkness," Mr. Lewis said. "It simply shines, even if the light is small." Daniel felt something shift inside him. The next day, he returned, and the next. Each morning, he sat quietly for 15 minutes. No complaints, just stillness. And each day, he chose one small, good action. He helped Mrs. Parker carry groceries. He repaired a broken fence for Tom, his neighbor. He delivered soup to an elderly couple. Nothing dramatic changed, but something inside him grew steadier. One afternoon, a woman named Claire Morgan visited Willow Creek. She owned a cafe in the nearby city of Brookhaven. She was looking for local suppliers. Daniel hesitated, but spoke honestly about his old store experience. Claire offered him a small opportunity. "Help me source local goods," she said. "Simple products. Homemade. Honest." Daniel accepted. At first, it was small. A few bread deliveries, some tea blends prepared by Emily. But customers loved the authenticity. Slowly, income returned. Not fast, not magical, just steady. Emily's health improved with proper treatment. The debt reduced month by month. One rainy evening, Daniel nearly slipped on the road while riding home. Fear rushed back. What if I lose everything again? The next morning, he went back to the oak tree. "I'm afraid," he admitted to Mr. Lewis. "Fear is natural," the old man replied, "but strength is choosing to continue gently." Years later, Willow Creek changed, not because of a miracle, but because Daniel kept showing up. He expanded into a small distribution business. He helped 3 local families earn stable income. Claire's Cafe opened a second branch. One evening, Daniel stood again under the oak tree. The sky was filled with stars. Emily stood beside him, smiling softly. "You look peaceful," she said. Daniel looked at the small lantern hanging from the branch. "It was never about getting everything back," he replied. "It was about protecting the light I still had. If life feels heavy tonight, do not search for a big rescue. Find your small lantern, guard it, feed it, trust it, because darkness does not win when even one quiet light refuses to go out."